transforming steel manufacturing with plant on cloud through a model that they have called KISS plus MEGHA AI plus AWS. And he's from KISS Cosmos Private Limited, Mumbai. So Vaibhav, please go ahead.
Mic check. Great. Well, it's almost afternoon, and we just had refreshments. So thank you so much for letting us be here. I am Vaibhav Verma, and I'll be introducing Plant on Cloud, an Industry 5.0 ready solution, which will revolutionize, or at least that is what we hope, that it will revolutionize the steel management with the power of AI. Right. Just before we begin, I want to introduce KJSS Cosmos. This was founded by Mr. Manoj Kumar. He is no stranger to steel industry. He has over 30 years of experience spanning across multiple domains. And he founded this organization last year. And the vision of our organization is to provide tools to the steel industry so that the steel industry can benefit from latest technologies and improve the quality of our products. So basis that, just a quick intro about me. I am Vaibhav Verma. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at KJSS Cosmos. I have over 18 years of experience working with companies like Dell and Samsung India, where I led multiple innovations and project implementations. Before just one more thing, before we talk about Plant on Cloud, I want to quickly talk about some of the key issues that are there in steel manufacturing and plant management. First one and foremost is operational efficiency and leakages. Since people on the floor, they are able to do what they do best, but people in the management, they don't know what they're actually doing. So there is always some leakage that happens. There is leakage of information, and that leads to operational efficiency issues. Similarly, quality control is another big challenge in plant management. That how do we ensure that the quality of the products is as per spec? Environmental and regulatory compliances are getting even stronger every year. Government is really doing a lot to protect our environment, and we need to ensure that our plants are compliant with those things. Energy consumption, it's ever higher, so we need to have a way to identify and close energy gaps. Raw material availability is also an issue. It is a global dynamic, so we need to ensure that the raw materials that are being consumed are completely utilized to their full capacity. And finally, all of this combined results in increased costs. So these are some of the key issues that are there in plant management. And we plan to introduce Plant on Cloud to at least ease some burden of the steel industry, and answer all these issues. So what is Plant on Cloud? Well, we have put a picture here. There's a plant and it is on the cloud, but that is just figuratively speaking. In reality, what we mean is that when we put all the information of our plant on the internet, on a cloud which will be a private cloud for the industry, we can use a lot of tools to improve and identify these issues. So first and foremost, we can have some cost-related insights with this data. We can find root cause analysis for issues that happen on the plant floor. Remote monitoring can be enabled if we have data available on the cloud. We can have predictive analytics. We can run AI models, ML models, and run analytics on those. This will result in overall cost reduction, sustainable management of our floors, our plants across India. And finally, we can have scalability insights, whether my plant is actually scalable, to do or take the production to the next level. So all of this, when combined to the cloud, and using AI and ML technology, we can introduce a solution, and that solution we have named aptly as Plant on Cloud. Now, some of the use cases of plant on cloud. So, cost is definitely a very big factor. So, cost management can be automated. We can have alerts triggered to respective personnel. They can be authorization based, and we can direct alerts to appropriate people. They can be safety related incidents that can happen, and our system can actually predict a safety hazard based on preventive maintenance and you can say the maintenance history of an equipment. So we can predict some safety or hazards. Operations team can benefit from efficiency because the machines will be well taken care of. They will have a lot of improvement in terms of monitoring capabilities. So the operations team can benefit from equipment efficiency and longevity, reducing breakdowns. Project management team. So project team, they are always about numbers. They are always about KPIs. So indicators like IRR, MRR, removal rate ratios, they can be accurately calculated and predicted using AI models. Supply chain. So like we mentioned, the scarcity of raw materials, the availability of raw materials in the future will be a very big impact. So we can forecast using these tools. We can create a forecast in the system which will allow the operations team to procure materials in advance, and those data can be connected automatically. Finally, it will also be able to create emissions chart. We can predict CO2 emissions in the air, and that can benefit in terms of regulatory and compliance related issues. So there are many things that or these are just some of the the tip of the iceberg cases where plant on cloud can efficiently implement a solution to every size of the plant. So we talked about a lot about plant on cloud, but actually how does it work? So we've created a 5-step process. The very first process is data collection. Now in a lot of plants, the equipment is years old. It's very, very old equipment, maybe 20 years old, 30 years old. So how do we connect that equipment or machinery to the cloud? So we have a proprietary technology. We have worked with a lot of manufacturers, created many use cases around fetching data and collecting data from that machinery. And so we call it the data collection process. So we do, we go to the plant, we identify the machines, and basis that we create connectors which can create OT data. Then this OT data is available, and then using available MQTT technology, which is just a messaging technology for IoT machinery, we can publish this data to our cloud, which in this case, which in this case is AWS, for example. So AWS already provides certain tools to process this kind of information using Core and Bridge, etc. And we can use this data and run custom data models on this OT information. Then we have a partner, MEGHA AI. Using MEGHA AI's already experienced engineers and data models, we are able to customize this information. We are able to generate insights from this information, alerts from this information, and then using Plant on Cloud, we are able to visualize this data using web portals, mobile applications, whichever method that the plant is comfortable in using. We can adopt this information to that visualization method. So this, in a nutshell, is how Plant on Cloud really works with the power of AI, and all the way from using.
We are honored to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. G. Satish Reddy Ji, President, Aeronautical Society of India, former Chairman, DRDO, and Scientific Advisor to Daksha Mantri. Kindly join us in media room for welcoming him. Thank you.
Sorry about that. So, in a nutshell, this is how Plant on Cloud really works, and then we have. So, basis our implementation experience. So, MEGHA AI, and we've been working on this tool for several years now, and there are about more than 20 partners in the US which are already using our data models. Basis that we have been able to derive certain numbers. So we have been able to generate 30% in energy savings just with these insights and implementing those insights into real world. Equipment longevity has been improved by 25% because the system is able to predict when the maintenance is required, when the maintenance should be done, and which part of the system is up for maintenance. Around 15% for asset utilization. So the plant manager is completely aware which machine is being utilized and underutilized, and then around 15% efficiencies were improved. Labor productivity was up by 10% because this helps in focusing manpower in certain areas. And finally, predictive maintenance costs were down by 20% because we don't have to do the entire maintenance on the entire equipment. We can just do it in certain part of the equipment based on the insights. So considering all that, a plant on cloud being a cloud-based solution, not a physical solution, can actually generate value to any industry, any plant in any steel industry in multiple domains. And finally, I just want to thank everybody, Dr. Mishra and all the dignitaries here for letting us present our solution. And I hope, if you really want to know more about KJSS Cosmos, you can scan the QR and you can inquire about Plant on Cloud as well. We would be eager to assist you with your queries. Thank you so much.